Spartans, there are a lot of news to cover. So much that you're going to probably be expecting double uploads a couple of days throughout the week just to make sure that I can catch up with everything that has happened. So I'm not going to ramble on much longer. I'm going to go straight into the focus of today's video and talk about probably the biggest TCG news that's been reported the last couple weeks, and it's this picture right here, or at least the announcement of this collection. It is a Tapu Lele GX promo that is going to be put in what's going to be called the Island Guardians GX Premium Collection. Now, let's just look at this first as just any other product. Okay, first of all, as you can tell here, there's a jumbo card of Tapu Lele, which could be replaced for a figure, although if this is a premium collection, most likely it's going to stay a jumbo card, very much like the Zoroark GX premium collection that we had. And then you get 5 booster packs from the looks of it. So you get 2 Lost Thunder, which I'll cover in another video later on, a Guardians Rising, an Ultra Prism, and an Evolutions. Now, if this is going to be there's no confirmation as like those are going to be the exact booster packs. However, I would be very surprised if we don't get, like, let's say a Crimson Invasion or Burning Shadows. I guess Guardians Rising would make sense just because of the Tapus that are in this package, but it's actually nice to see that we get an Ultra Prism. It's just the Evolution again throws me off. I thought at this point, because this is coming out, I think, in November. I'll double check the date here in a second. But I would just assume we're done with X and Y. The rotation is happening in less than a month. And, no one's going to be buying XY packs. And I just feel like kind of now forcing us to buy this XY pack is a little, I mean, you're kind of pushing it. But, that's all I'm going to really say about it. I mean, you're getting packs regardless. So you get 5 packs, and then you get 2 promo cards, one of Tapu Fini GX and the other one of Tapu Lele GX. So a couple of things that we read here. The box collection is going to cost $50, so $49.99. Releases on November 2nd, which, if I'm not mistaken, could also be the first Friday of November, which means that's also the same day as the new set. I have to double check that because I would be surprised if they just release a premium collection box on the same day that a very brand new expansion is coming out, so it'll be a little weird. You also get a colorful playmat featuring all 4 Island Guardians, so that would be really cool to see. I hope we can get a stock image of that pretty soon. A bright metallic Tapu Lele coin, and you'll get 8 booster packs. Okay, so this stock image isn't really doing any justice here because there's obviously a lot more to this, which now makes up for the $50 value. So if you just look at it as a product overall, it's totally worth it. 8 packs, you're looking at about what, $4 a pack. That's $32. Then you get the 2 promo cards, which are probably going to be like $5 a piece anyway. 5, maybe 3. For the Tapu Fini. Not a lot of people play Tapu Fini, unfortunately. So that already there makes up the cost of the box. And then you have the playmat and the coin that comes with it. Overall, pretty awesome. So it's going to hit November pretty much everywhere. And then so now here's where the biggest news of it all. Because that's just the product overall. And I would be saying, this is pretty cool. Pick it up. Definitely going to be worth getting. Guys, that it would be an understatement. This is something that you just have to get. This changes a lot of things for the TCG. Here's the reason. Tapu Lele GX is probably the most, if not the no, you know what? It is. It is the most played card in TCG as of right now in standard format. Every single competitive deck has at least 1 Tapu Lele in it, if not maybe up to 3 or 4 Tapu Lele GX. And that's kind of an issue because it pretty much tells you that if you don't have a Tapu Lele GX in your deck, then you're not going to win, or your deck's not competitive enough. Tapu Lele GX is a powerful card. It lets you search out a supporter card, and it has a pretty decent attack for 2 energy, basically 1 energy attachment of a DCE. You do 20 times the amount of energy between you and your opponent. It's an all-around just amazing card. The problem is, though, is that Tapu Lele GX was a $45 card. as just a regular standard GX card. That's not counting the full art or the hyper rare. I saw the hyper rare go as high as $90 at one point. And eventually it did decline a little bit, yes, but it was still a lot of money. Thinking like 35, maybe $30 a GX. So if you wanted 3 or 4, you gotta spend like almost 100 on just a playset of Tapu Lele GX. But this promo changes all of that. So we've never really had a competitive card reprinted before. Well, I think Shaman EX was, and then that even saw a huge price drop. And that's what this is leading to. Tapu Lele GX is going to hit a big price drop. It's going to be basically affordable for just about anyone that wants to get into competitive TCG, and I think that is fantastic. That is awesome. That is probably the best thing that Pokemon Company has done, that they've done a competitive card, an extremely competitive card, in a collection box that's going to be mass produced, that's going to be available to everyone, so that people have an opportunity to play the card game competitively with everyone else. This is just great. This is just every positive word in the dictionary, because it sucks that people are kind of they're not like talked down about, but sorry about the cough. They're not talked down about it, but it's like, if you don't have a Tapu Lele GX, it's very hard to get anywhere. It's very hard to make your deck, stand out, just because that's how powerful Tapu Lele GX card is. So to be able to get a playset of maybe like under $50, I mean, that might be pushing it. I don't know that much of how supply and demand works with these cards, but I mean, it's just going to be basically making it affordable for just about anyone that's going to want to play a competitive card game. This is fantastic news. I hope they continue doing this in the future, so that way we can get more players in the TCG, because the kids nowadays, especially like in the middle school, and I know, because like I said, I'm a middle school science teacher. I see kids that kind of play where it's like, oh, my number on my card is bigger than the number on your card, and they don't really take time to learn how to play the game. And I think, if they go to a league and they try to learn, people are going to talk about Tapu Lele GX and all these other competitive cards, and they're going to see how much money it costs, and they're just like, oh, I can't do that, and they just kind of settle for what they just want to do, or at least for what they think, this is the right way to play or something like that. And I, this just makes it more fair. This makes it for any new person coming into TCG, maybe someone that's been playing TCG but hasn't really done the really competitive events, basically like me, and then for those that are obviously have been playing for so long competitively, I think they should be very welcoming that we're getting more players, and I just think overall it's a great idea. So thumbs up for Pokemon Company for doing this. I know some people aren't as ecstatic about it, just because people have been stockpiling on Tapu Lele's and thinking that they're gonna gain a profit in a sense, but unfortunately that's not going to be the case. So look out for this collection box in November. I'm definitely going to pick one up for sure, and if there's going to be a sale on Pokemon products, I'll probably pick up a couple one. This is one not to miss. All right, so that was the biggest one, and then I'm just going to slide in here one more piece of TCG news. Articuno Zapdos Moltres promos and a Pikachu Eevee collector's chest tin. This is kind of I have mixed feelings about this. So I've always thought the lunchboxes were cool. Okay, I basically call these lunchboxes. They're lunchboxes. You can't change my mind about them. I think they're really cool because they get the pencils, they get the stickers, the binder, the packs, the promo cards. It's great. This one is obviously a tie-in or a promotion to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So obviously they're going to be the ones taking up the spots of the lunchbox and all the covers, the stickers, and everything else. There's just a couple of things that I would like. I don't know if this is like the final product image. I mean, it just says an image showing the contents. I don't think it's going to change, but still, this is a very generic image. If you just look at it, it's just kind of like they took maybe the covers of their video games and just slapped it onto the lunchbox. I thought the Ultra Prism one was really good. There was like a little bit more dynamic there, as well as the Shiny Legends even. I thought that was a pretty good, well put together lunchbox. And then if you just look at the stickers and the mini binder, it's just okay, It's not something that I look at and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. This is something I look at and then I'm like, oh, that's cute. So I don't know how I'll feel about it. I'm obviously gonna pick one up, yes, but I just feel like they could have done maybe a little bit more with the art around it. I do like that you get the legendary birds as another sticker set. That's pretty sweet. You do get the three legendary bird promos because they've been pretty much doing legendary Pokemon all year, and this is how they're gonna tie that in. To my understanding, or at least to my perspective, this is how they're gonna tie in the legendary birds into that promotion. And then you get the 5 booster packs, which this now there's a little bit more of like, hey, what's going on here? So it looks like you get 2 Lost Thunder, which if you haven't seen that video or if I haven't uploaded yet, I will be talking about Lost Thunder. A Burning Shadows from the looks of it, a Sun and Moon base set, and then another XY pack. I think these 2 packs is maybe where they should have reconsidered and be like, oh, at least let me put a Crimson Invasion and maybe a Forbidden Light. I don't know. I just think that we need to start doing more recent packs than going back to X and Y. There's just so much X and Y now that I think people are getting a little tired of it. I think pretty much everyone's gotten all the cards from those sets. So I don't know why Pokemon Company at this point is still going to be doing an XY, because this is coming out in November. It's going to be releasing in November. So we're well past the rotation. So who knows? I wish I knew what their mentality was. But overall, it's a pretty good tin. It's pretty cool. I'm not as ecstatic about it as I was for Ultra Prism or for the Shiny Legend ones, but I'll still pick it up. We'll look at it and see where it goes from there. And yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. I did not want to go on because there's, like I said, a whole bunch more. So keep an eye out for the rest of my videos if you guys want to know more about TCG products and any other sort of important info as related to Pokemon. So like I said, that's going to be it, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment, do what you got to do. I'll see y'all in the next video.